A major economic problem in America is that many students struggle to pay back their student loans. Many look towards the pay-as-you-earn student loan forgiveness program as a way to force taxpayers to carry the financial burden they accrue in college. The pay-as-you-earn loan forgiveness program helps students pay for the cost of college, but it makes it easier for financial institutions to give out more loans and for colleges to charge higher rates. The pay-as-you-earn program is not as beneficial for Americans as politicians would have you all believe. Investing in education is an important and worthwhile endeavor, but the pay-as-you-earn program needs to be restructured so that it doesn't place that burden on future generations of students. In my speech, I would first like to talk to you all about what the pay-as-you-earn program is all about. The pay-as-you-earn program is a tool for universities to convince college students to take out student loans to pay for expensive schools. Some would say that the government should impose a price ceiling on the tuition schools can charge in order to keep them from price gouging. The Wall Street Journal's article, Obama's Student Loan Bargain, it says that in 2014, President Obama lifted the date restrictions for qualifications into the pay-as-you-earn program. This means that millions of student loans would be moved to the category and could later be forgiven by the taxpayer's pocketbook. The article says that the Education Department and student loan servicers have been aggressively steering more borrowers into these plans with the goal of keeping down politically embarrassing default rates. According to Zach Friedman's article, the student loan debt in America reached $1.5 trillion in 2018. And here I have a visual aid which shows the average cost of tuition and fees in America from the early 70s all the way up and through 2017, and it is adjusted for inflation. It shows that the cost has steadily increased. Okay. America needs a program that will really go towards helping the students more than to fund universities and a political agenda. According to Wall Street Journal's article, Georgetown Law holds seminars instructing students on how to stick taxpayers with the maximum write-off. This gives students confidence in taking out large loans to pay for expensive schools, and even if the students do not stay in school, the university still gets paid. When President Obama lifted the cap on date restrictions for the program in 2014, as described in the Wall Street Journal's article, he was targeting college students to gather support for his presidential campaign. Opening the cap really increased the burden for taxpayers of the future in what is known as kicking it forward. Students are avoiding deferment due to the pay-as-you-earn program, but the structure of the program should be rethought. Many people are against their tax dollars paying for student loans people bring from college. Many college students are drowning in debt. In Huffington Post's article, 3 student loan repayment plans you need to know about, brings an example from a Washington Post article where an income-based repayment reduced a college graduate's payments from $976 a month to $105, helping him make his monthly payments and avoid default. Since the example graduate will have a lower monthly payment, more interest will accrue on his loans than if he would have stayed in the other plan. And if he gets into the pay-as-you-earn plan, he can pay what Huffington Post article says is no more than 10% of his discretionary income for 20 years before he reaches taxable forgiveness. Whatever he owes after there is paid by taxpayers. According to an article by Amy Pitchey titled Why Taxpayers Will Cover $39 billion in Student Debt, the pay-as-you-earn program will cost taxpayers $39 billion between the years 2015 and 2025. Many people do not support offering so many subsidies to college students. Jeffrey Dorfman's article, Here Comes Student Loan Forgiveness, questions why low-pay government and public service jobs are doubly rewarded rather than occupations that have a high demand. Dorfman's article questions if the government is really better than the market at determining which careers benefit society and why educations of people and educations that do not yield economic payback are so heavily funded. Dorfman points out that it doesn't make sense to offer so much support to college students who are likely to have above average earnings after school. If the government is going to pay for college education, why not directly subsidize it rather than pushing students towards applying for student loans? According to Huffington Post article, private loans are not covered under the pay-as-you-earn program, so graduates are forced to consolidate their loans in order to be covered under the program. Jeffrey Dorfin's article suggests that America adopt a program like how the British subsidize their education if the government is to pay for education, because loans going unpaid damages students' credits and offers no economic payback for taxpayers. Dorfin offers a question of why student loans are the only loans that are made without any regard to the ability to pay back what is borrowed. Perhaps rather than finding ways to forgive student loan debt, the government should look towards ways to not have to make loans at all. Post-secondary education is an investment that should be supported. Although the structure of the pay-as-you-earn student loan forgiveness program makes it so that college education offers more economic burden than it does advancement. The cost of going to college is high, but the pay-as-you-earn program does not offer the solution America needs for this problem. Thank you. And here is my audience. Hi guys, I hope you liked it.